Hey guys, Viking82 here, back with a new Viking Orations. Got another review for you today. I'm going to be talking to you about the debut demo from the band Cemetarian, entitled Tomb of Morbid, Stench, released just last year, so a slightly older release. I've mostly been sticking to 2020 releases here lately, but yeah, I was going through some tapes that I needed to file away, and I decided to listen to this one last time before I did. And I'm really glad that I did, because I had to talk about this. This is such a killer demo. But yeah, if you don't know who Cemetarian are, they are a 5-piece death metal band based out of Houston, Texas, that formed just last year in 2019. Several of the members are in prominent black and death metal bands in the Texas scene. You have Matt Hefner on drums, who's in Blaspherion, another killer death metal band. Thy Feeble Savior, among others. You have Dave Callier on guitars. Francisco Pulido, and I probably totally butchered that name. I am so sorry. Also handling the guitars, he is in Thy Feeble Savior, among others. Daniel Shaw handling the vocals. He is formerly of Blaspherion. And then finally, Charles Sepulveda on bass. And the first thing you hear when you play this demo is this guttural, animalistic growl, the likes of which, if you were walking through the woods at night, you would not want to hear. It is just so creepy. But then it goes straight to this little drum roll with this whammy bar guitar riff over top. And then finally it goes full force into the first track, which is entitled Expulsed from the Netherworld. So that growl is kind of perfect for this. If this is supposed to be coming from the Netherworld, holy shit. But yeah, the guitars overall on this demo have that real dirty, fuzzy tone to them that's pretty reminiscent of the old school Swedish death metal sound. So like bands like Entombed, Dismember, Early Unleashed, things like that. That's the kind of tone they capture here, and I really love that. Some really killer solos all over this demo, and there's only 3 tracks on this demo. It clocks in just under 12 minutes in length, but there's so many killer riffs, so many killer solos on this thing. They make use of the whammy bar during the solos, which really give it that Rick Ross kind of feel to it, I think. You hear the whammy bar used sporadically here and there, but it's mostly during the solos. The bass on here is low, rumbling, and while it's not really high up in the mix, it's pretty much right lockstep in tandem with the guitars, and really gives the demo that heavy, morbid feel that I think music like this really needs. So they really succeeded in that aspect. Matt turned in a solid drum performance on this. I believe it was well executed with some really cool patterns. I love the blasting on here. The vocals, oh my god. Daniel's vocals are... they're so good. They're this nice, low growl, but they're intelligible. So you don't sacrifice any of the power, but just by giving it some more clarity. And I love how he does that. I love it when a vocalist can do that. But while there is not much variety to the vocals, he kind of sticks with the same kind of style. They're very powerful sounding. So that was another really good thing about this demo. And one of the cool parts for me is the last track, track 3, Tomb of Morbid, Stench. I just love that heavy, slow building intro, and then just out of nowhere you get this bleh sound, and it's just so badass. I just loved it. Overall, a solid demo of just some heavy, morbid death metal that leaves you craving more, and this really makes me want them to put out a full-length album, and so we can get some more material like this, because this demo is just not enough. You know, if this is the only thing they put out and they end up splitting up, because right now they are still active but they have not put anything out yet, then they have released one hell of a demo and left a nice little footprint in the history of death metal, in my opinion. But yeah, solid 9 out of 10. Check out this demo. I will leave a link below to their Bandcamp so you can check it out for yourself. Not sure if it's still available. I bought this, well, I'm pretty sure it was last year when I bought this, so whether it's still available or not, I am not sure. But yeah, that is going to do it. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and until next time, stay brutal.